Margins are simply the space at the top, bottom, left and right between the edge of the paper and your text. Remember the days of typewriters, you'd have to manually move the paper down far enough before typing, and then make sure you didn't type right to the bottom of the page. Well, you could at least set left and right margins by moving a slider on either side, but nowadays, you just choose a value for each of the margins, and Word will not let you type in that space. There are different ways to set margins, so let's take a look at them and then you can decide which method you prefer. By default in Word, margins are set at 1 inch all the way around your page. Now with the rulers turned on, and this should also be your default, you can see these settings and even adjust them from here. So let's open up a document and try that. We'll go to the Office button and click Open. You'll need to navigate to your Lesson 6 folder now of your exercise files. And if you don't have exercise files, no problem. You can just sit back and watch. We're going to open up Job Posting 8. So we can double click it or click once and then click the Open button. So here's our document. You can see the 1 inch margins over here on the ruler, on the left and the right. And over here you can see our top margin. And if we were to scroll down with the wheel mouse, you can see the actual marker here on the ruler for the bottom margin. So this can be adjusted by us right from the ruler. Now, one quick change to margins in your document will make it look very different. Watch what I'm talking about. We're going to go up here to the left-hand margin, and when we move up into these markers, because you've got indent markers, you can see the left indent, hanging indent as we hover over these, and first line indent. But right in between, you'll see the double arrow. And when you've got that with your mouse, click and hold the button down. We're just going to drag it into the right, about a ½ inch. So right there. See how different that looks already. Now, when you change margins anywhere in the document, by default, they're changed for the entire document. So if you only want to change margins from the current cursor location down, you need to actually choose this from the Custom Margins dialog, and we'll cover that momentarily. So right now, let's continue with changing our margins from the ruler. We'll do the same now on the right-hand side. When you see the double arrow and it says right margin, you know you're safe to hold down the mouse button, click and drag to the left. We'll go a ½ inch on that side as well. And then let's drag our top one as well. So when we get the double vertical arrow showing up and top margin pops up for us on the ruler here, we can click and drag. So we'll drag it down by a ½ inch or so. Looks good. See how everything's moved down. And now we're going to scroll down to the bottom. I'm using the wheel mouse to get down there, and I'm going to drag that one up by a ½ inch. Right up to there. Okay. So that's changed the look of our document already. You can see how things have moved in. They squished in from both sides and down. And using this method, you're really going by sight and trying your best to hit the right mark on the ruler. Let's try a more precise method now. And we'll do that from the Page Layout tab up here on the ribbon. So click Page Layout. Now over here you'll see in the Page Setup group we've got a Margins button and we've got a little arrow meaning there's a drop down. So when we click it, you can see there's some presets for us to choose from. There's normal, there's that 1 inch all the way around. We've got narrow, which is only a ½ inch all the way around. And we've got moderate, which has different top, bottom, left and right margins. Wide, you can see how the top and the bottom margins are set at 1 inch, but the left and right are way in. And we got mirrored and Office 2003 defaults, etc. Let's click this one right here, wide. As soon as we do, all of our margin settings that we just set earlier through the ruler are gone. We're now using these new settings. So that's precise, but if you'd prefer to select your own values, well, you can do that too. So we're going to go back to Margins. We'll click that little Margins button, and down at the very bottom here you've got Custom Margins. So we'll give that a click. Now we can type right over the actual figures that we see in here for the top, bottom, left, and right. So the top is set at 1 inch right now from our wide choice that we just made. I'm going to change that to 1.75. You can see I just type right over it. Now if I hit the Tab key on the keyboard, look what happens. It pops me over to the bottom field where I can type in a figure there as well. I'm going to type in 1.75 for that too. And then I'm going to hit my Tab key. You can see it moves me to the left field. Right now that's set at 2. I'm going to change that to 1.5. Tab over, and for the right one I'm going to set to 1.5 as well. Now from here, we can also select whether we want this for the entire document or just from our current cursor location forward. So there's an actual drop down here where it says Apply To, and this is very important for people who want to set different margins at different places in their document. So if I click this drop down, you can say it's from this point forward. So if my cursor was halfway down the page, all of these changes would occur from there down. But my cursor's at the top of the page, so either one of these is going to do the same thing, but the default's whole document, and we're going to leave it at that. I'm going to click OK, and you'll see those changes automatically. That looks perfect. Now, if we were to combine margin changes with some indenting, you can come up with some kind of nice arrangements. I'm going to click anywhere here in the first paragraph, and I go over here to my indent, and that's this little icon at the bottom of these markers, the left indent. I'm just going to push it off to the left about 1/2 inch, and I'm going to do the same thing on the right hand side. We'll move it off to the 6-inch mark here, and you can see that's a much different look. Very cool and very easy to do.